Okay, welcome back, Bunny's Tarot. We're gonna be doing our pick a card, but it's gonna be an actual card today. I'm gonna pick them in front of you guys. Um, so the pick a card is going to be about your desires. A lot with like Kundalini energy. Kind of understanding what we actually feel and want. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pick our cards. I'm going to go ahead and pick our cards. I'm going to shuffle and pick from the top. Let's see. Okay. So we have the Hierophant. Give me like 5 minutes to have a brain. Oh my gosh. Um, Pile number one, the Hierophant. Woo! Happy, happy, happy. Pile number two, Seven of Swords. And pile number three, the Sun. So, hold on. Go ahead and pick your pile, see what you want, see what you don't want. And you can always pick more than one pile. Always can pick more than one pile if you want. There you go. So obviously we're gonna get straight into it, because since when do we not? Again, this is gonna be a lot of understanding not only like ourselves but our Kundalini too. The things that we do enjoy, the things that we don't enjoy, desires, just full-blown desires. First thing with the Hierophant card, pile number one, hi, because there's no organization in these whatsoever. Pile number one, I do see a lot of change coming with the things that you intake. So that could either be food, that could be with learning, that could be even just changing. One, I did hear social media use. But just in general, a big change on the things you enjoy. Okay. A deeper commitment to self in general. The Lover's card is out, but I don't really see. Okay. So the Lover's card is out, but there is going to be a level of you understanding yourself to come before anything else comes in. You understanding your Kundalini and your desires as a whole before anything else can come in. You have some things you kind of have to wash your hands clean of. I've been channeling to like wipe your feet before you come in the house. Um, so like yeah, wiping your feet and like understanding yourself, understanding your mind, the different aspects of yourself. It gets the people going as provocative. Okay. Also how you view yourself. Um, so if you know how I am, I'm gonna ignore the Lover's card because we're here for you, babe. And I think that's honestly gonna be the biggest part of it is understanding how to be there for yourself. And not just roll with the punches because you shouldn't have to just roll with the punches if that makes sense. You should be able to be there for yourself, self-soothe and whatever, like, and we all do it, but understanding what you're self-soothing for and how those things help you soothe, if that makes sense. I do feel like there's almost like a hobby or something that you need to pick up on. Um, a way that you could be spending your time better. And like I'm seeing a book, so like maybe reading a book But oh my gosh, that's so cute. Reading the book of your own soul specifically is what I heard. One, not letting worldly heartbreak stop you, but regardless of how, like, because again, we're not rolling with the punches. We're not punching the punches back either. Um, Sorry, that's where my mind goes. You know, gotta get my lick back. Don't get your lick back, dude. um, yeah, but not letting your heart break and not letting the things that weigh on you, like, make, hold your head up, your crown's gonna fall type energy, okay? Like, the lamest thing ever. But seriously, almost like understanding that everything you went through in life is just to back you in your journey, yes. To a certain extent, I'm gonna say it like that. Um, but that you still have time. You still have time. Like, time is just a concept. That's something I constantly, and I live by that, sadly. That time's just a concept, so don't ever ask me what day of the week it is. Don't ever ask me what anything. I don't fucking know. Um, One, only time can tell, but that time is genuinely just a concept. So this idea that you could have done more in your life or that you didn't go down the path that you were meant to go down is like blatantly not true. Um yeah, there is no wasted time. You did everything you were meant to do in the time that you were given, and you still have so much time ahead of you. So don't doubt yourself in your journey. That is another part of it. You really can't doubt yourself. You can't doubt yourself. You can't be mean to yourself. Um, Genuinely feeling fuel feeling yourself, yeah, but fueling yourself with your genuine kind-heartedness that you have instead of all of the like what disappointment of what the world could have given me and disappointment of who took what from me when, and like, you know what I mean. And it's not that it's not necessary. 10001, I mean, fuck, 1001. It's not that your feelings aren't valid in that, but it's acknowledging that regardless, the world's going to be the way that it is. Um, and all you can do is, again, fuel yourself with the best aspects of you. But first, you gotta see the best aspects of you, too, right? You have to actually see all of the good aspects of you to be able to fuel yourself with those good aspects. And then you can go about your shit and, Um, hold on. Getting to know yourself again is going to be really important. Understanding who you are inside and out. And like, yeah, we generally understand who we are, but do we genuinely understand who we are? Generally versus genuinely, There's a big difference. Another thing is, don't just enjoy the little things about life, enjoy the little things about you. Because like, you're a whole fucking human being, you're a whole person, babe. You're cool people. Like, you're cool people, act like it. And then on the TV, the subtitles say, you know that. Like, yeah, bro. You're cool fucking people. Act like it. Um, and another thing is, don't let, again, this idea of time isn't on your side get to you either, because time is fully on your side and you have so much more time than you think you do. Um, there's not a set age for one thing or another. There's not a set age or like time limit for you to go one place or another, for you to get things done. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Um, oh, So I am gonna say it. Take yourself out to dinner and a show, babe. Dinner and a show. Dinner and a show. Even if it's at home. I need to do that too. I need to just like watch a good old movie and make some fire dinner and you know, top notch right there. Um Also, spring cleaning is going to be very important. Spring cleaning is going to be very important. Um, there is a level of, and not just in your physical world, in your mental too. Look at the things from your past. Look at baggage, right? Because I'm saying it like that for a reason. It's just, oh, my baggage this, my baggage that. Like, even if you have baggage, one thing I do have to say is like, you're good enough even with your own baggage. Like, and if there's a person, not if, because there's a person for everybody. Like yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But like even in them, your baggage is gonna be perfect. Like, and obviously take accountability for yourself, understand yourself so that you don't like whatever. But seriously, um, and be proud of who you are and how far you've come. Be proud of who you are, how far you've come, where your journey has ended, has led you, and even whenever your journey does end, understand that you did everything you were meant to do, through and through, regardless of the societal standards you met. Temperance. Gotcha ass. My bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. At least, yeah. See, and then we have literally, babe. Literally. 1212. Death reversed, the Hierophant, not the Hierophant, the Magician reversed, and King of Cups reversed. So yeah, really just being more emotionally stable within yourself, looking for, stability in how things flow, how they go, yeah, stuff like that, you know? I can't take me seriously. See, and then I love this card. And then 46 and 2. Justice, 8 of Cups. Yeah, cry over spilled milk too. That's something I've been picking up on. Like, don't cry over spilled milk, but no, cry over that shit. Cry real hard over that shit. Go like sob in the corner. Um, Kick something. Like, I don't fucking know. um, it's all in the perception of yourself and the way that you view yourself, the way that you choose to dilly dally. Because we're here for a good time and a long time, bitch. Because we kind of are here for a good time and a long time. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I'm still here. I'm still kicking it. I'm still here. I'm still kicking it. I don't know how at this point, but that's fine. You know. Ooh. We're gonna get the channel card box. And if I had some crystals over here, wait, nope. If I had some crystals over here, I'd pick some crystals. Wait. A lot in your voice, a lot in how you speak, a lot in what you speak of, how you speak of yourself, only speak highly of yourself. Birds of a feather flock together, yes, but also I don't know how to explain that. It's kind of like dress for the job that you want, except for like you don't go to a random ass job interview in a fucking suit, right? But go to that, you know, go in a suit. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you get it. And no one gets it. Um, Okay. But yeah, seriously. Dress how you would like to be perceived, previewed. Um, Sly as a fox. I love you. And then on the back, H. I could have cried. I should have cried. Cry over that spilled milk. Cry over it. Who cares? Air. Um, a lot of like energy energy shift. Shift in how you view yourself, shift in how you view your growth, in your construction site, if that makes sense. Yeah, you're an ongoing construction site, babe. You got it. 1551. Aquarius season. Something could have happened in Aquarius season, or I don't fucking know. Something like that. Protect your energy. Not once are you gonna be able to see these cards, but it's fine. I choose you. Pokemon, I choose you. Fake love. But going back to seeing the lovers, which like I don't want to scare nobody, but going back to see the lovers, how are you gonna expect to give somebody else real love if you can't even give yourself true love? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to commit to yourself and your path, your life, as thoroughly as you can, 10/10, in order to have something intimate with somebody. If you can't show yourself intimacy, how are you going to show somebody else intimacy? Um, Set a fire to the world's POV. Um, Energy has come and gone. People have come and gone. Yeah, that's valid, babe. Throat chakra. Again, don't hide as much stuff from yourself, if that makes sense. Which is probably not intentional, obviously. It's something like our brains just naturally do. But be completely honest with yourself and what you feel and what you need from yourself right now. Be completely honest with the people around you, as honest as you can be. Don't let anybody walk all over your boundaries. Don't let yourself walk all over your boundaries, because that's, I get it. Also, dealing with some motherhood trauma is going to be important, and then on right after that, fatherhood trauma too. And seeing how those have affected not only your worldview, but the way that you view yourself and the way isolate and reflect. Not that you can fucking see that, but okay. No, thank you. And then this one says pure love. Yeah, because what's the difference between fake love and pure love? Half the time you could like, oh look, it's me saying this, bitch. Half the time you can think it's real and the whole time it's fake as fuck. Half the time you could think it's true. Like, so like I get that. It's really just a listening to your nads, dude. You gotta feel it in your nads. You gotta feel it in your nads. Your friends are not your friends. So one, the main thing I'm picking up with that is just not 1919. Just not having like a decent, intimate relationship with other people around you, which is like, honestly, in this world, it's a lot more normal than we think it is. And there's always this idea of, oh, like, this person's weird because they don't have anybody, or like, what? Everybody's life is different. Everybody's life is different. Everybody deals with their shit the way that they deal with it. Everybody got their own, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we have specify, be more specific. But then I heard Spotify. Actually, and then we have materialistic gain. Yeah, so one thing I do kind of have to say, it's right in the noggin, but I can't feel it yet, so it's it's something. Free Fallin', Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Free Fallin'. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I think that's literally all I got, dude. I think that's all I got. What? Lucky Duck, number 8, but if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, um, it ain't a fucking duck though. But it ain't a fucking duck. My bad. Mm, again, use your intuition. Use your discernment. I think that's all I got. Oh, I think that's all I got, babe. I really do. Karmic. Um, yeah. Wait, no, nope. I lied. I lied. Um. Also, a triquetra is going to be very important. I don't know why, but it is. Um, and no, I'm not about to, like, draw it out, Google it, you know what I mean? Um, just self-expansion in general is going to be very important. 46 and 2 again. So okay, but then also the number 12, and then it's 22, 11, and then 22, 12. The number 3. Okay, so this isn't technically that suit, but I am picking up on 3 of swords again, so like a lot of heartbreak energy. And again, the more you understand yourself, the more you can kind of put that energy on the shelf. That way, you get to move on. Valid, I get that. Hold on. Okay, and this is where it gets kind of like iffy. So, again, back to Kundalini, the things that you enjoy, um, the things you enjoy, the things that you experience, understanding them, clicking with them, touching tips with them, and really understanding your emotions, not only understanding how to communicate with yourself better, how to support yourself better, how to be a supportive and safe person for not only yourself, because that's something I know I struggle with. Not even that I struggle with it, dude. It's a man will gaslight you in 5 seconds, okay? Let me say that. A man will gaslight you in 5 seconds. And honestly, after that happened, I struggled to even feel like I was a safe person for myself or the people I was around. It was. I'm tweaking, bitch. So, again, being a safe person for yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, and for other people, mentally, physically, spiritually, is going to be kind of important. The number 19, but not even the number 19, the song 19 by Lil Peep. Yeah. Also, okay, specifically, I just took a minute, okay, babe? I just took a minute. Specifically, what I did here is change of heart. I think everything will come to you when it's meant to. Yeah. I don't think there's really much I have to say. After that, 000, new beginnings. 555, change is coming. Um, the color yellow, intelligence, learning, focus, memory, joy, comfort, hope. First quarter, release and let go, creativity, divination, strength, growing. Also, just 25 in general, so like a literal quarter, has been coming up. Don't ask me shit. I don't fucking know half the time, but that's what I got. Wait. There's no time like the present, I heard. Also, presence. Um, enjoying your own presence for one, which, like, not hard to do. I get that. Like, not hard to do at all, especially when you enjoy being alone, but I think you get me on that one. I think you get me on that one. Pansy, sweet thoughts. Pray you love. Remember, there are pansies that for. Damn, bitch, I can't read. My bad. Um, pray you love. Remember, and there are pansies for. That's okay. That's for your thoughts, bitch. Daffodil. Rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. So I'm also hearing the rose that grew from concrete, which is like a poem. So yeah, just be like a cute girly pop flower. Cute girly pop flower, but yeah, I got you, babe. Yeah, I think you already got the brain stuff that you need. I think. Um, Also, specifically, I did hear switching departments. Um, and again, I will always say you can't. You like you know what? It's very hard to enjoy life if you have a job that you don't like. If you're not doing things that you don't enjoy. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing right now. Is just like do the things that you enjoy, do the things that you love, and be playful about it. You know, be happy, and playful about it. You got it. I think that's it though. I am gonna switch to the next pile. Um, ride that wave, babe. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the next pile. Thank you, thank you. Um, Also, like, comment, talk to me, I guess. Talk to me. Um, no, but seriously, um, let me know if you enjoyed it. Freaking give me some new ideas, because I really just force Spirit to come up with the ideas half the time, because my brain just knows. Oh, no thanks. Thank you. I get that. Okay. Okay. Anyways, anywho, owls also might be important. Birds of feather flock together. Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay. So, pile number 2. First thing I think of this card is like ride that wave, babe. Ride that wave. Ride that wave. Okay. Also it's 7 of swords, so automatically lucky number. So first thing I'm feeling is like a test. And I hate to say that, babe, but you might get tested soon. Definitely a mental test, mental fortitude test, but it is again to test if you're really about your shit. If you're really about your shit. Not that I'm doubting it. I know you're about your shit. Spirit knows you're about your shit. It's just that you kind of don't know. You kind of don't know, and then you don't know what the fuck. What the fuck? um. Okay, hold on. Let me not. It's like, yeah, there's almost like a missing piece. Um. But the test is to see if you can keep going without that mental piece. That mental piece. And then I heard money piece, like the hairstyle. Um, so just overall a lot of confusion, and you're just kind of over it, is what I feel. Just kind of like, what the fuck, when the fuck, how the fuck, why the fuck, who the fuck. I'm gonna wash my hands clean of it. But also the way I'm seeing this is knowing whenever you're washing your hands clean of it, or if you're tapping into the fountain of youth. If you see it, you see it. I don't know. Okay, so because this whole pick a card is about your kundalini, right? And that is whatever this is, that is a big part of your kundalini awakening in general. It's a part of your north node and your chiron. And yeah, it's turning, but there's also this idea of, oh, it's already turned, so why would I like turn the wheel? Like, it's not my place to turn the wheel, but it is your place to take the time to turn the wheel. Um, and you will also enjoy that. You like turning the wheel a little bit more than you think you do. I'll test what you think your capabilities are, what you think your bounds on your human mind are. The summer is going to be quite important, but the first thing I heard is like, don't act out, okay? Because I always say it's Cancer season. That's when I go crazy, right? But don't be out of pocket. Don't have a hot girl summer, babe. I'm not saying like close in and like be lonely either. 32, 32. Just make sure you're being safe. And you're doing the things that you need for yourself and not just to like not yeah. You got it. You got it. Um hmm. That's yeah, I know that it's kind of interesting energy. You do have Ace of Pentacles. So like you're on the right path. You're doing everything you need to do. It's just understanding why you're doing the things you're doing. Which I think is the biggest part of Kundalini. And it definitely is. Hold on. Okay, so this is one. This is your movie, babe. Make it what you want it to be. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, because it's like real cloudy. Like literally, it's real cloudy. Almost to make you feel like you're the one that created this puddle to begin with. Um, okay, you're the one that created this puddle to begin with, and then everybody's just leaving their shit in there. Um, kind of like a penny fountain. Who stole your pennies out the fountain? Who stole, like, what? This is off as fuck. Like, um, yeah, so it's kind of just leaving all of this unnecessary, like, one, I do want to say wasted knowledge. Like, you've spent time and effort doing little things to get you where you're going, but you kind of just left it in the past. Um, again, being drawn back to, where is it? You can either be washing your hands or you could pick up like something great out of the fountain of youth. You know what I mean? So we're washing our hands and picking up something great. Yeah, kind of like stuff being left in the past because just didn't have the means to do it, or and like, yeah, this card reverse technically means lazy. I don't like seeing it that way. Because like life is life, but connecting back not only like to your true self, but to just the things that you actually enjoy, being able to have the time and effort and energy to do the things you enjoy, without feeling like it's a burden or feeling like, oh, one thing, you can't have like a hobby nowadays without people telling you to monetize it. And then it ruins every single bit of like what you do. You know what I mean? And like it's irritating, it is. Um, but it's all within choice. 555 on the time. It's all within choice. Um, and how you choose to see this puddle. Yeah, it's spilled milk, right? But you can, ew, that's gross. Hold on, I can't even like do that because that just icked me out. Um, it's spilled water, right? But you have to choose to like go into the puddle and choose to pull out something fantastic. Um, instead of, well, and really, because it's not just mental either, though, because it literally picks out the one sewing needle. But yeah, it's not just mental, it's a physical thing. Okay. I'm sorry that this one's so confusing because it's really, I fall to pieces when I'm with you. I feel like you're definitely where you need to be, how you need to be. It's just filling in those blanks yourself and also um rolling with what's given to you, even if it's like kind of fucking annoying. Um, because it's kind of fucking annoying, and I get that. But again, choosing to have a positive mindset, anyways, choosing to use your intuition and your discernment, and just like, I'm like, whatever, just cognitive thinking skills, you know what I mean? Like, just cognitive thinking skills, not letting your emotions get the better of you, knowing that, like, regardless of if you feel like this, you have the willpower and the strength within yourself and the capabilities to uplift yourself, to be there for yourself, to uplift other people, to be there for other people, not at the price of yourself though. Um 824 on the time. And then it's for fuck, what month is this? It's April the 2nd. Um and then we have 8 of Wands. So like, again, I'm getting like this kind of, don't think of what you haven't harvested because you were like too busy or whatever. Don't think about it like that. Think of everything that you can still do. There's an unlimited amount of time. Um, you're fully capable of doing what you need to do, no matter how icky, how iffy it gets. You are fully capable. And it really is just putting that trust back into yourself, putting that comfort and, again, trust back into yourself, like ensuring yourself. And that's kind of the biggest test. It's like, hey bitch, do you trust yourself enough? Like, no. Okay, let's like redo all this then. But either way, if I'm telling you I trust you, which like, I don't trust no fucking body, bitch. Okay, whatever, I'm telling you I trust you, so you should be able to trust you. um I- I'm gonna keep my words to myself on that one. Also, there's a time and a place. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Um, mm, I just, damn. Okay. And then we have the moon and the magician, but they're reversed. So really, again, and then it goes back to this, and then I'm getting like Mulan. What does my reflection, you think I can remember that far away? The song about the reflection. Okay, babe, you got it. Understanding that you are the magician in the reflection of the moon. Okay? Okay. Yeah, babe. And this part's gonna be fun. Like, yeah, you have this little test coming up, but this is the best part of the test. This is the best part of the Kundalini, is you get to be the magician and you get to play a little bit. That's the best part. Even like, and that's another thing. Even whenever you're playing in between the lines, it's, if you mess up, you're allowed to mess up. If you, and this isn't, this is through and through, okay? If you mess up, you're allowed to mess up. If you feel some type of way and you're like not happy, you're allowed to feel that way. If you want to do something to change something, you're allowed to do that. Like, you fully have a choice in how you feel and what you do with your willpower and the way you choose to bloom. Ugh. That was out of nowhere. Yeah. Literally, the fucking fool, dude. Be the fucking fool. Be the fool and have a great time being the fool. 4141. Exactly. Same puddle, but it's bigger. That's another thing. What happened to make this puddle bigger? That's something we do have to focus on a little bit, which is going to be like iffy, but what happened to make this puddle bigger? Because this puddle is not the same puddle. Like, it's the same puddle, but and I almost said fracking, like, I don't even know what fracking is, honestly. Don't fucking ask me. It's like where they dig in the earth and they, like, get oil, or, I don't fucking know. Who made this puddle bigger? But also, even if the puddle is bigger, you can still, like, get some water for your fish. You can still, like, I don't deal with whatever those, you know what I mean? Cause ripples. Cause ripples, and cause, yes, in time. 4242. 424242, bitch. Cause there was three. There was three. Um, hmm. Also, Knight of Cups. You peep game real quick. Peep game. There's a little sailboat in there. There's a little sailboat. You know, do what you want with it. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And then we have the chariot. Big old boat. Big old boat, boy. Okay, but yeah, literally same boat. Except this perspective is just on the boat. And it's a big ass boat, ain't it? Ain't it? But we also have the world, but it was reversed, so I choose to see this more as like inner world. But also the effects your will has on the world. Because like it's all a collective energy, right? Okay. So we do have the star, just temperance, just to make you feel a little better. Time isn't real. Time isn't fucking real. Like, who? Oh, wow. Lipstick in my Louis Vuitton white bag? Yeah. Whew. We're gonna get some numbers real quick. Two of Swords. Choice. Decision between two situations, two thought processes, two, vibes. Vibes, bro. But also being kind of stuck in that decision. Almost like it's not your choice to make. But that doesn't mean you have to sit and wait. Bars, bro. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a good time if I can. Also, make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Please make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Please make sure you're taking care of your physical body. Because if you're not doing that, you can barely take care of your mental health. You know what I mean? That is something I have to remember all the time is like, if I'm not fucking eating or drinking water or like just doing basic things to take care of myself, bitch, I can't. You're not gonna have like the brain you need. 789. Why did 789? I don't fucking know. Yeah, hold on. There's something there. I know it is. 111, your intentions are manifesting. 888, abundance. What are you pouring your abundance into? Are you pouring your abundance back into yourself, your own, also I heard, when are you going to start? But you already started. I hate the fucking saying about, oh, like, you're gonna reach your potential one day. I hate when people tell me, like, don't fucking tell me that, bitch. You're already living your potential every single day of your life. 555. Also, think about how, like, if you go outside, weeds and flowers, like, get mowed and, like, all of this, or, like, oh, let me go pick the weeds out of my, yard, whatever. They're all flowers. They're all natural habitat. Depending, okay, because there are, invasive species, right? But there are natural habitants. Like, they were here before we were, like, yeah, weeds in a garden. Okay? Weeds in a garden. Dandelions are technically weeds, even though they're medicinal. They have medicinal properties. Nettle, technically a weed, even though it has medicinal properties. I think you get exactly what I mean, and I don't have to speak anymore. 777-4717. Luck is on your side. Also, we're gonna get some planets out. North Node, your potential. You're already living it, babe. Even if you're in bed all day, like, you're still living your potential. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And that's the best part about Kundalini, really, is understanding that even you resting is your potential, even though, like, you're not doing anything productive. We live in a world that tries to strive for productivity so that they can basically enslave us in their system. Because if you're here, you get it. If you're here, even in for 5 seconds, you understand the whole propaganda of hating the government. Fuck the gov, okay? I hate the government. I hate them. Venus, air and earth, love, beauty, art, Taurus and Libra. Yeah, because you being in bed all day is loving yourself. I don't mean like just don't do fucking nothing either. Like, take care of yourself, do what you need to do. I feel like you're a responsible adult enough to be able to do that. Yeah, you should be an adult. You should be if you're here. Moon, instincts, emotions, habits, habitat, habits. Water, Cancer. Also, something might have happened last Cancer season. Maybe. Around then, Cancer Leo season. I also want to say around April, but that's kind of iffy. Sun, fire, self, main concerns, vitality, Leo, Chiron, point of healing. Our point of healing is realizing that we live our potential every day. Because why were we sold this idea that, like, we have to, yeah, why were we, what dream, bitch? What dream did you have? Look into that one. Okay. I think that's all I really got, babe. I think that's all I really got. I'm so sorry. Hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, that. One, off the rip, dude. Mm. Banishing negativity, protection, binding. And then we have waning gibbous, turn inwards, replenishing, cleansing, unbindings. Waxing gibbous, refine and hone, success, motivation, attraction, good wealth, good health. You can't have good internal wealth if you don't have good health. And like your emotional stuff will manifest in a physical way. Not, take, yeah, there you go. And it's not all situations 50-50, 51-50. No. Vital energy, passion, courage, lust, charisma, fast action, the color red, the color black. Yeah, this is all just what I know already and what I've already said. So, yeah, you're about your shit. Go be about your shit. Okay, so I think I'm done. Wait a fucking minute. I'm gonna get good on one of these. Oh, they did it for me. Yay. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. Yeah. So we have Pluto transformation. Be open to receiving. Take your L, except you're not taking an L. You're taking a 7. Yeah. Luck. You're taking luck. Yeah. Lacking. I feel like clarity is already there. Follow your dreams, which I thought of, but I didn't say it because I knew it was gonna fucking come out. 10. This just in. News anchors. Protect yourself. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. I think you got big brain status, baby. Go do your thing. And then we have Chiron again, karmic past. Okay, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Also, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna clean up and go ahead and do pile number 3. Also make sure you see yourself. Go look in the mirror and do some mirror magic. Feel you type, you know? Because, yeah, you have to understand it through and through. Okay, so yeah, pile number 3. Give me a second. Fuck. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. The Sun card. What? 333. First thing I did here is third time's a charm. Also, Wumbo Mumbo, right out the fucking box, bitch. Okay. I can't even feel through this right now, so you gotta give me a second. Okay, and then I'm hearing Black Hole Sun. By I don't know who the fuck that's by. Audioslave, fucking one of the bands. I really don't think that's Audioslave though. I really don't think that's Audioslave, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so this is big jump off the porch energy. Hold on. Hold on, bitch, because that caught me off guard. Okay, so desires. Desires. I think, yeah, I think having a silly, goofy time is the mood, but I also think that sometimes there's a tendency to put things off to the side. Oh yeah, baby, we got a runner right here. We got a fucking runner. Hold on. Um, so you kind of got to cross the bridge on something. Something you've been sitting with for a while. And I think the lack of understanding and the confusion was there to test your strengths mostly. Um, because you ran for a reason. And use your discernment on that whole entire sentence. Um, because it's not as simple as it sounds and it's not as complicated as it sounds either. Um, okay, another thing is you have to be the thing you pick up. Um, you have to be the thing you pick up and want to, and not even that you don't feel that way, but there's almost this idea of like, yeah, running, even if you're like, um, supporting yourself, it's still, this is iffy, bro. Hold on. 56, 56. Um, it's not that you don't pick it up. It's not that you don't pick it up at all. Okay, so one thing I do have to say is if you are in a situation that's not great, try to separate yourself. I feel like there's a something somewhere. Um, a someone, something, somehow, somewhere that you kind of need to distance yourself from. Um, it's not giving you what you think it's giving you. Uh, hmm, and whether that's your own emotional guard that you have up, that's something you just gotta face. Which I think is the main thing. I think that's pretty much all it was. Okay. It was like an emotional guard coming up and not knowing how to, I'm not gonna say connect, but just not wanting to connect. Whether that's to other people or what. Also, um, yeah, because it's an idea of choosing yourself, but it's not choosing yourself. It's choosing to poison yourself in a sense. Again, use your discernment. This is like the way that I'm envisioning it. So, however it fits with you, you know what I mean? But, um, also giving out too much to others whenever you need to give to yourself. Supporting others whenever you need support yourself. Um, so really just not people pleasing in the way that you used to. See, but even then, and I went down the fucking pipeline myself, like, oh, well, I'm not gonna be a people pleaser anymore, so I'm gonna be a fucking asshole. Except it's me and I can't, like, be an asshole. It's just, like, me feeling like I'm a big, mean cunt. Um, but not only doing that to other people and being like, oh, well, like, I'm either not people pleasing or I am people pleasing. Again, fit it how it fits. But then choosing not to pour into yourself too. So or not knowing how to pour into yourself. That is the level of vulnerability that you gotta have. Being able to admit that almost, but then also, again, fit it how it fits. I am like tunnel visioned right now. Yeah, because you gotta have intimacy with yourself, not only, but if you keep pouring intimacy into other people that you can't pour into yourself, then it leads to more resentment, not only to those people, but to yourself. And all any human being ever will desire 010110 10 0101 10 10. All anybody, any human being, any breathing being desires is intimacy. Whether that's emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, spiritual intimacy, everybody desires it. Like, but then there's almost this feeling of, oh, like, yeah, I want that, but then am I wrong if I do want that? Or do I have to work to earn that? And one, no, you don't have to work to earn intimacy. That's just like, you have intimacy within yourself, and once you realize that you're just supposed to be intimate with human beings, and our world was made in a way that we couldn't be intimate with each other. 1, 2, 3. Then you start to realize that, like, hey, I have all this intimacy within myself. I don't have to beg this random ass person to give me intimacy. I don't have to give all of my intimacy away to people that don't give intimacy to me. And even if they do, again, you shouldn't feel like it's going to be taken away from you. You shouldn't feel like you have to work or deserve it. And even, it's not just intimacy, it's just like basic things that humans need. Like, fuck, I don't know how to explain that one. Just basic human things. Like, literally, this applies to so many situations, it's not even fucking funny. Yeah, and again, not feeling like you're a burden for fucking breathing. For breathing, for needing comfort, for needing your basic needs met. And regardless of if someone made you feel that way before, or if multiple people made you feel that way, 1101, one, that doesn't mean you do it to other people. But two, it also doesn't mean that you do it to yourself. Which is hard in general to even admit that, like, hey, maybe I'm not kind to myself. Maybe I'm not kind to other people. Which, like, I get it. I can be a fucking bitch sometimes. I'm real nice until you give me a reason to be a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm real nice until you give me a reason not to be. But in that, the second that, like, someone gives me a reason not to be nice, I'm like, oh, I'm on your ass now, bitch. I'm on your ass. So, like, I got it. Because, again, that's not what we want to harvest. That's not what we want to bring into our future. That's not what we want to bring for other people. So, we still have to take a second and realize that, like, hey, this isn't really the kindness, and regardless of how I feel like I have been wronged, that doesn't give me the right to harm myself in retaliation. Because another thing that I think we don't realize we do as human beings is we will slowly torture ourselves, which is an extreme word to use, but as someone who did it for years, we slowly torture ourselves. in every way we possibly can just because we feel like we deserve it or because that's what love is, like little shit. Um and I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't have the insight I have, like, and I have like issues, babe. I would not have the insight I have on like most things, even doing tarot the way that I do tarot. I would not have that insight without studying psychology for years because I was abused. Like, I did too. I did too. It took me a minute, but um also something that is going to come up is like a little bit more accountability in the way you treat yourself and a little bit more accountability. And again, this is a collective thing. You aren't being one odd one out. Yeah, these cards do kind of give odd one out, but you're not going to be like the odd one out. You're not like in trouble. I swear you're not. Like, but there is going to be a little bit more accountability in the way you go about things, the judgment you put on yourself and others. Like, it's a normal thing. Chariot, the Sun, Three of Cups. Like, no one, I don't know how to explain that because then it's relationship dynamics are going to be important for you, especially relationship dynamics in your past with your family, understanding those and how it's affected how you view yourself, how you treat yourself, 639. But the dynamic you have with yourself, um, almost treating yourself like, oh, well, if you don't do everything perfectly all the time, then you're wrong, or like, see, I'm the type of person, I'm super psychic, right? So if I don't know something all the time, I'm like, oh, I'm like not psychic, like I'm failing, I'm a failure, right? And the whole time there's just been a blockage so that I don't be nosy. And I'll have like a whole conniption fit. I'm like, no, like, I was right about this wrong. I mean, I was wrong about this one thing, and I'm never actually wrong. It's just some bullshit going on. That's the thing. Yeah, but still, like, I'll have a whole conniption fit over the fact that like I was wrong, so I must not be psychic, and I must never like do the work ever again, and I shall never touch tarot cards ever again because how dare I be wrong? What are they really worried about? What are you guys really worried about? What are you really worried about? And allowing yourself to be intimate and honest and open about everything that you do and do not feel, even if you feel like you're going to get in trouble for those feelings, because that's like a natural human response that our brains have. What are you cooking with? Not like literally, well, like literally, what you eating? You gonna, shit, you gonna make some food? I need to make food. I do need to make food after this. But seriously, what are you cooking with emotionally, physically, mentally? Without using a distraction to kind of, you know, because also that's a big thing I don't think we realize as humans. We shouldn't need multiple distractions to cope with our lives. Like, it just shouldn't be that way. And as someone it is that way for, like, I'm sorry that it is that way. I'm actually sorry, because all anybody deserves is emotional security, physical security, and there's like none of that anymore. Not that there ever really was, but and then I'm getting the song Money, by Pink Floyd. Money is a crime. I do feel that way, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think money is the root of all evil. I think human beings and what they do with it is and that's iffy. I do kind of feel like human beings are kind of iffy on that one. Whoopsie daisy. See, but then that's my external judgment because of my discomfort of the world that the world gave me. Yeah, we got words in this brain. That was not a full sentence, babe. Don't hear me on that one. Yeah, but seriously, what did I just say? You heard me. I can't remember. Distractions. To distract from our lack of vulnerability within ourselves, to distract our need to distance ourselves, to be prickly little thorns, because you can't be the fool if you're still crying over how you're the fool. Be the fool. Let yourself be the fool. You know nothing and everything at the same time. Like, it's a beautiful fucking thing. Enjoy every second of that. Enjoy every second of your discomfort. Well, okay, let me not say that in that way because that is a no-no. And yeah, but enjoy your discomfort. Enjoy whenever you're uncomfortable with your own emotions. And like, you know, I think you get what I mean. It's kind of iffy to explain that one. It's kind of iffy to explain that one. You're allowed to be uncomfortable. You can't grow if you're comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable in order to grow. And that is going to be like really bad. Oh, and I get that. Give me a something. So for the next like month or two, 6 weeks specifically, 6 to 9 weeks, it's gonna be kind of a lot more uncomfortable than you'd like it to be. And don't show your ass to show your strengths, but understand why you feel weak so that you can build yourself up. 1224. 111. So you can gain true stability within yourself instead of the stability you had to gain in order to survive. Don't live. Damn, it's my own saying. How can I remember it? Don't live in the acceptance of death. Live for the love of life. Damn, bro. What the fuck? It's my own saying, and I can't even remember it. Like, what? Try again. Oh, what the fuck? And no, there is no shame in the state that you are in now. There is no shame in the states that you have been in the past. There is no shame in who you are as a human being. There's no shame in how you got to the place you are now. There's no shame in who you were whenever you were on the path that you were on. There is no shame. There's only discomfort in the unknown and yeah, something like that. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me get some channeled cards out. 1313. False op. False op. First off. Oh, that's valid. How like your mother can be your first op. You don't even want to give me started, bitch. False offer / opportunity, rebirth, let go of your past. Tool, I could have cried, I should have cried. You're growing. Bunny. I don't know why I'm doing that. Why am I doing that? My bad. Let me silly. 1441. And then this has a 14 on the back. Okay. Family, I on the back, if you can see that. Fire, the letter B, check your energy. Water can be thicker than blood, don't I know it, babe? Literally. Yes. I need to rewrite those so bad. Libra season, I have no clue. That's in October, I think. Last October, this October coming up. October 31st, 1331. Oh, that's inappropriate. One-sided. Also, no relationships. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but I just felt it for a little bit. If you just don't worry about nobody new right now. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, it came up, but I think you don't worry about that until you fully got a grasp on yourself, if that makes sense. Dragonflies, Gemini, I love you not. See, yeah, and we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. I have the tattoo somewhere. I got a tattoo of that. You're growing. Reevaluate your priorities / values. 4. Then I'm getting 14 again. What you put out comes back to you. Karmic. Caterpillar. Let your emotions flow. Ancestors love you and are here. Martyr. Progress isn't linear. Yeah. I gotta take a minute. Chiron, karmic past. Okay. 7-Eleven. Okay, South Node, karmic past. I think I wrote it wrong, but I know that's right at the same time, so I don't know. South Node, North Node. You cannot reach your potential if you're living your potential every single day, basically. Mercury, Earth, and Air, communication, intellect, reason, Gemini, and Virgo. Keep paying attention to the duality of things. It'll add up how it adds up. On the nose. Yellow's gonna be significant. Just in general. Okay. Neptune, imagination, dreams, delusions, Pisces, and water. Okay. That was wrong. I need to fix that. Chiron, point of healing. Okay. And then North Node, your potential. You're gonna feel a little bit more stressed than you think you are. It's a big download coming, so it's gonna be stressful, but have fun. Have fun with it. Yeah. Fuck. Saturn, restriction, pessimism, structure, Capricorn. A lot of shadow work is going to be important. A lot of shadow work is going to be important, babe. I'm just going to say it now. I'm sorry. And not even, like, to be jokey and silly and goofy. Like, I'm sorry, for one. And then also, I'm sorry, babe. Both. Both. 999. Time for the next step. 666, your thoughts need refocusing. 111, your intentions are manifesting. 1111, you are on the right path. 1919, the intentions you lead in the next step are going to be important. If you choose not to believe yourself, if you choose to doubt yourself, if you choose to put yourself on the back burner, there are going to be consequences for it. Like, and this isn't everybody thing. This is a me message too. Like, and I know it is. I don't give a fuck. You're going to get the truth. I will pre-warn you. Sorry. And that's why I'm sorry, because it's stressful, not gonna lie to you. It ain't even that stressful. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. I don't know. 12, the 12th letter. Okay. Whenever you were 12 years old, and then 2012. I don't remember that far away, but 444, you are surrounded by angels. Surround sound? I don't fucking know. Yeah. Anywho. Let's get some colors. Okay. So all neutral colors. Okay, Switzerland. Neutral, right? We're Switzerland in this bitch. Let me tell you, bitch. I'm barely Switzerland, but I'm Switzerland. Banishing negativity, protection, binding, brown, hope, protection, animals, stability, family, material goods. And then we have white, spirituality, peace, higher self, purity, substitution. Also the color pink, emotional healing, friendship, caring. Nature versus nurture, nurturing, self-care. Fool's gold. Wealth, masculinity, power, luck, happiness, the sun. What's the difference between silver and gold? Healing. And that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense, because I said it, damn it. Yeah. Damn. New moon. The new moon just happened. So you might have had, like, some downloads come up. Some preparation, I heard. 12, 12, 20, 20, 22, 11, 22, 1, 2. Yeah, it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. Banishing, soul searching, divination, curses. Waxing crescent. Set intentions, wealth, success. So again, 1919. Your intentions during this matter. The things that you see, fear-mongering. No. It matters, but it doesn't matter that much. You can flow and be who you are. You can, fucking not care about a lot and care about it all. Like, you can just vibe. Just vibe and do what you gotta do. Yeah, just vibe and do what you gotta do. Everything's gonna be fine. You would not be on this journey how you are on the journey if you could not handle the journey. 1, 2, 3, and that doesn't mean you're like a God's strongest fucking soldier or anything like that. Fuck that. But stop it. Get some help. 2, 2, 2. Ask your spirit guides if you need help. Mercury. Learn how to communicate with them. Learn how to. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I talk shit with my spirit guides. I do. I love it. You do it effortlessly. You're perfectly capable. Of whatever comes next. Saturn. I don't fucking remember what that is, honestly. Hold on. Yeah. Mercury mechanics. Okay, so the mechanics of things. Restriction, pessimism, structure. The letter Z, into the alphabet. Do not drain yourself. Like, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Create, hone in on your skills, on staring your Q's and P's, old life, I care. And then I heard IKEA. I don't know. I haven't been to IKEA in fucking years, dude. Manifest. Third eye chakra. That's just how it's supposed to be. The letter K. Scorpio, Kundalini. Also, I always say if I was a Scorpion, I would probably like sting myself just because I don't trust shit ever a day of my life, babe. But in reality, I'm like the most careful person I've probably ever met. 2112. 1221 actually. 2525. Thank you. A quarter. Who put they 2 cents in? Yeah. Right there, that little motherfucker over there. All she does is sleep. Which like good for her. But I do have a Scorpion. But Scorpion. If I was Scorpion, I would probably sting myself in the back constantly. I probably would. I'd end up like, I just but in all reality, I'm like the most careful person I know. So trust yourself. That's what I have to say. Trust yourself. 6 and 12. 6 and 12. Attract. You have options. 1, intention, research, birds everywhere. Don't live for the acceptance of death, live for the love of life. Tree of death. You have to go through the tree of death in order to live in your tree of life. What? Yeah, I asked the same question. Take care of yourself. Yeah, just like be nice to yourself and be happy or something like that. That's all I got though. This is the end of the video, I guess. Have a great time. Have a great time. Go outside, be happy. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, but yeah. Bye.